In this video, we're diving into the U.S. states where Black people face the most challenges, focusing on income, housing, education, and incarceration disparities. These aren't just statistics. They're lived realities that shape where people feel safe, empowered, and free. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's next. Let's begin. Number 10. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, particularly cities like Pittsburgh, shows alarming racial disparities. The median income for Black families is around $28,000, compared to $53,000 for white families. That's nearly a $25,000 gap. Unemployment among Black Pennsylvanians is more than double that of white residents. And when it comes to health, life expectancy in Black neighborhoods can be nearly 10 years shorter than in white areas. For a state rich in industry and culture, these inequalities are hard to ignore. Number 9. Kansas. Kansas, known for its quiet towns and farmland, reveals a different story when we examine racial disparities. Home ownership is a major wealth builder in America, but in Kansas, only 32% of Black residents own homes, compared to 72% of white residents. The median income for Black Kansans is $35,000. For white households, $60,000. That's not just a gap, it's a wall. When housing and income are this unequal, it limits everything from healthcare access to educational opportunity. Number 8. Michigan. With Black residents making up 14% of Michigan's population, the economic and social gaps are still jarring. The median income for Black families is about $35,000. White families bring in $63,000. Home ownership? Only 40% of Black residents own homes, compared to 76% of whites. And in cities like Detroit, decades of economic decline have hit Black communities the hardest. Unemployment rates are high. Poverty and incarceration rates are even higher. Number 7. Nebraska. Nebraska may seem like a peaceful Midwestern haven, but racial disparities tell another story. Black residents earn a median income of just $38,000. White residents earn $63,000. Only 32% of Black households own homes versus 72% of white ones. Unemployment for Black Nebraskans is nearly 9%, and about 25% live in poverty. Meanwhile, incarceration rates disproportionately impact the state's small Black population. How can a place with such a friendly reputation have such deeply rooted inequality? Number 6. Missouri. Missouri, home to St. Louis and Kansas City, is another state where the racial wealth gap is glaring. Black households earn about $36,000. White households earn $60,000. Home ownership for Black residents? Just 37%, compared to 70% for white residents. Unemployment is higher. Poverty is higher. And the ripple effects on education, housing, and opportunity are devastating. St. Louis, in particular, has a long and painful history of segregation and disinvestment that still affects Black communities today. Number 5. Connecticut. Connecticut is known for wealth and Ivy League prestige, but beneath that image lies deep inequality. Black households earn a median income of $47,000. White households, $88,000. Home ownership, 31% for Black residents, 75% for white. The Black unemployment rate is nearly twice that of whites. And the poverty rate for Black residents stands at 20%, while only 6% of white residents live below the poverty line. How can one of America's wealthiest states allow such disparities to persist? Number 4. South Dakota. South Dakota's Black population is small, just about 2%. But the inequality is enormous. Black households make around $30,000 annually. White households? $63,000. Only 25% of black residents own homes, compared to 70% of white residents. Black unemployment is at 12%, and nearly 30% live in poverty. That's 3 times the poverty rate for white residents. South Dakota may look like wide-open opportunity, but for many black families, the landscape is filled with barriers. Number 3. Minnesota boasts progressive politics and high quality of life, but not for everyone. Black families earn a median income of just $38,000. White families? $76,000. That's double. Only 25% of black Minnesotans own homes compared to 75% of white residents, one of the largest housing gaps in the country. Education follows the same pattern. Graduation and college completion rates are significantly lower for black students. With all its wealth and resources, why hasn't Minnesota solved its racial equity crisis? Number 2. Iowa. In Iowa, where black residents make up just 4% of the population, the disparities are staggering. Only 23% of black residents own homes, compared to 74% of white residents. Median income? $31,000 for black households, $60,000 for white. The city of Waterloo is one of the most unequal in the country. Education and job opportunities are limited, and the black incarceration rate is over 7 times that of whites. How does a state that prides itself on community allow so many of its residents to fall through the cracks? Number 1. Wisconsin. Topping our list is Wisconsin, a state famous for cheese, lakes, and yes, extreme racial inequality. Black households earn just $32,000. White households earn nearly double, $63,000. Home ownership? 25% for black residents, 72% for white. And then there's Milwaukee. Often named the worst city for black Americans, Milwaukee's black residents are incarcerated at a rate nearly 12 times higher than whites. So what do we do with this information? We talked about it, we share it, and most importantly, we hold our leaders accountable for systemic change. This video isn't about blame, it's about awareness. These states and the systems within them can do better, and so can we. Have you lived in one of these states? Do these experiences resonate with you? Let's talk about it in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive from our channel. Thanks for watching, and stay informed.